Welcome back! I'm so glad you are back into watching my videos. It feels like a little while since I've been creating regular content, but I'm back with a fierce force and I'm back to stay. So today we are talking about getting kicked out of ketosis and what you can do to get back in so that you can get back to feeling great and losing weight. So here are my top 3 ways to get back into ketosis regardless of your experience. This will work just as well for you as it will for your next door neighbor. However, if you've been keto for a little while beforehand, you might find it a little bit easier to get back in because your body already knows how to burn fat for fuel. Now, these methods might get you back into ketosis, but if you've been getting kicked out a few too many times this month, it might be time to take things a little more seriously with the help of a nutritional therapist like myself. Otherwise, my upcoming One Pot Wonders cookbook will help you create a batch of meals that you can keep in the freezer. It could be the difference between last minute fast food or a healthy keto meal. You can get all the information in the description below. So let's jump right in. The first step to getting back into ketosis is fasting. Fasting for at least 20 to 24 hours can easily eliminate excess carbohydrate storage from your body, otherwise known as glycogen. So glycogen is the first energy source to be used up, and starting with glycogen in your muscles and then ending with glycogen in your liver. During a 24-hour fast, be sure to keep hydrated using electrolytes to ensure that you're able to hold the water you're drinking. Hydration is key during a fast, but electrolytes like sodium, magnesium, and potassium are vital to keeping you feeling good during your fast. So I won't lie to you, if you are new to keto, doing a 24-hour fast will be really hard. If you're a diabetic, you need to consult your doctor before doing any type of extended fast that will likely impact your required insulin. Step number 2, high intensity interval training or exercise. High intensity interval training targets your carbohydrate storage system. When you are close to your maximum effort, or otherwise known as your VO2 max capacity, your body will use up stored glycogen in preference to stored body fat, simply because carbs are preferentially used at a sustained high intensity. So what does that look like in practice? So one HIIT session isn't going to be enough to completely drain your glycogen tank. Depending on how many carbs you ate the day before, I'd recommend coupling this technique with fasting to ensure you completely drain the tank. HIIT training can be different exercises, but the main goal is to put your maximum effort into short bursts of exercise. This might look like 20 seconds on and 10 seconds off, or it might be 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. If your local gym has a HIIT training session, join in with the group so you don't back down when it gets too hard. The last and final method is easier said than done, but I'm going to include it anyway. Try to prevent it before it happens, and you won't leave the metabolic state of ketosis in the first place. Now, obviously there are times when this is unavoidable, but if you keep eating too many carbs and it becomes a habit and it's not just a rare occurrence, then you might need to take a step back and reassess. What could you have done to prevent that situation from happening? How could you have been better prepared for occurrences like that in the future? How can you prepare your future self? These are all good questions to ask yourself. Don't beat yourself up about it. We're all human and we make temporary lapses of judgment. So don't let the blame cause you to spiral out of control and throw out all of your hard work. Some simple tricks might be to use putting all the carbs in a box in the cupboard, or having a few delicious meals stocked up in the freezer for when the fridge gets low. And you know yourself better than I do, so have a think about what your weakness is and use all of your energy to prevent that weakness from happening in the first place. And because I think it's appropriate, I'm throwing in a 4th tip. This last tip allowed one of my followers to lose 16 pounds in just 5 days without really much effort at all. And it's called the 5-day carb cleanse. And it's designed to get you back into ketosis as quickly as possible while teaching you how to prevent it from happening in the first place. So I teach you about the difference between your survival brain and your rational brain, and how to resist those carb cravings through techniques backed by neuroscience and other biological factors. So if you're interested in joining, you can do so in the link below. But I'm going to do a big run through with everyone in January so you can get back on track after the holiday season. So don't let the holiday season undo all of your good work, and sign up for the waiting list now so you can future-proof yourself to get back into keto. So stay healthy, and I will see you next week.